Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to De Pere High School and Rod Kowalczyk Court for tonight's FRCC matchup between the 5-2 Redbirds and 1-4 Hornets. My name is Mark Mino, and I'm excited to bring you tonight's conference game. This game features a couple of teams that are trending certainly in a couple of different directions. Preble off to a 1-4 start. They've had a difficult time getting on track with their only win coming in early December against Manitowoc. Coming off a 3-11 season that was shortened due to the pandemic, Preble has had a hard time really getting their feet underneath them this year. 2 years removed from a 20-5 season where they lost to Kimberly in the sectional semifinal and finished second in conference. Tonight, they're really looking for consistency to start this young season. Lacking a high output scorer this season, Coach Lindsay Sela is looking for more offense in her lineup that averages approximately 33 points per game. De Pere, on the other hand, the winner of 4 straight is led by Butler recruit Jordan Millmans, who's averaging just a shade over 25 per game. Sophomore Claire Bjorgi is averaging nearly 16 after having an outstanding freshman season. Coach Jeremy Boyle and the Redbirds appear to be on point after a couple of early season losses to some formidable opponents in Germantown and Pewaukee at the Kettle Moraine Thanksgiving Tournament. Currently ranked number 7 in Division I, De Pere ended their 2021 season with a 23-4 mark with a tight sectional semifinal loss to an outstanding Hortonville team who is currently ranked number 1 this season in Division I. Coming off a hard-fought win at Pulaski last Thursday, the Redbirds will play an up-tempo offense with full-court defense. Redbirds are going to be led starters tonight. Jordan Millman, 6-foot senior, coming at 25.5 per game. Claire Bjorgi, a 5'8 sophomore at 15.5 per game. Sophie Hafman, 6-foot sophomore at 9 points per game. McKenna Shuselsik, a 5'9 senior, will be at 7 points per game. And rounding out the starters is Avery Borowski, a 5'10 senior at 6.5. For Preble, we have Aaliyah Butterbolt, a 5'9 junior, averaging 7 per game. Andrea Butterbolt, a 5'10 junior, averaging 5. Abby Chaudry, a 5'6 junior, averaging 3.8. Ava DeBaker is a 5'5 junior and 4.2 per game. Preble controlled the opening tip. De Pere on the push. Millman, with a quick 3. Got it. First points of the game. Redbirds 3-0 with a quick start. Full court pass by Preble. Andrea Butterbolt no good. Bjorgi on the quick push. Turns that one over. And Preble on the push here in the half court. Butterbolt drive baseline, turns it over. Hafman picks it up. A little sloppy early on, a couple of quick turnovers by De Pere in the half court. They will pick up in full. Quick double, but Preble does break the pressure as they set up in half court. 3-0 quickly, De Pere on a 3 by Millmans. Drive down the lane by Elsie Smith, no good. Cleared by De Pere. Shuselsik left wing, left hand, got it off the window. 5-0 De Pere. Nice pass by Claire to find her for the easy layup. Glad to have everyone here on this warm Tuesday evening as the Hornets and the Redbirds hook up in FRCC action. Andrea Butterbolt with the long 2 gets Preble on the board. 5-2 De Pere, just under 16 to play in the first half. Borowski thought about it on the key. Muleman's on the pick and roll. Finds Borowski for the easy deuce. 7-2 De Pere. Muleman's kind of that Swiss Army knife. Do just a little bit of everything out there. Quick trap. Nice find by Butterbolt down to Ava DeBaker. But quickly on the other end, Muleman's with the lay-in. We're at 9-4 to Pere. And Muleman's with a quick 5 to get the game going. Preble breaking that pressure, and they turn it over. Andrea Butterbolt on the turnover. Shusheltik with the steal quickly up to Bjorgi for the layup. Redbirds push this out to 11-4 early here in the first half. Elsie Smith breaks that pressure. And Ava DeBaker with a strong move is going to pick up a foul. I believe that one's going to be on Borowski. Her first personal and team first. Eva DeBaker averages 4.2. 5'5" senior is going to get a couple of shots here. As you mentioned earlier, Preble really struggles to score the ball. Really looking for some kids to step up offensively. Ellie Kothbar steps in for Preble. Check that, Abby Shadre. Helena Paplin, 5'8" sophomore, checks in, averaging 3.8 per game. She replaces DeBaker. Hafman with the nice extra pass to McKenna Shushelsick, who knocks down a 3, 14-6 to Pere. Closing in on 14 here in the first half. Preble breaks the pressure. Leah Butterbolt finds the range with the deuce from the right corner. 14-8 to Pere. Newman's to Hafman in the corner. Back out to Bjorgi. Quick reversal over to Borowski in the left wing. Bjorgi will line one up from the top. No good, and this one's tipped out of bounds by DePere. Jaden Shushelsick, a 5'7" freshman, checks in for the Redbirds, giving Bjorgi a break. Very patient here in the half court, side top side. Some cutters, ball screens, and there's a nice push by Millman down the lane off of a screen by Hafman, lays it in on the right side. Very nice drive. She has a quick 7-12, closing on 12.5 here to play in the first half. A little more passive, full court pressure by DePere. Not really meant to speed them up too much. Butterbolt with the drive baseline, loses control, and we've got a jump ball. And possession is going to go to Pere. Lauren Schneider, a 6-foot junior, replaces Hafman, checks in for the first time. Shushelsick, quick spin over to Borowski. Borowski over to Millman's left wing to the corner to Shushelsick. Drive baseline. Off the backboard, no good. We've got a stoppage and a foul. Shushelsick is going to go to the line. Foul on Preble.
Number 22, Alea Butterbrot, her first. Team's first.
And it falls on Alea Butterbrot. Her first, team first. Shushelsick with 5 so far. Misses the front end of that opportunity. She'll get a second. And she knocks down the second. Bjorgi checking in for DePere. Let me give McKenna Shishelsik a rest. Early in that FRCC race, DePere sits on top of the league right now with a conference mark of 4-0. Just ahead of Notre Dame at 3-0 and Bayport at 2-0. Just getting underway. The travel out on top at Preble, turnover. It'll be DePere's ball. Millman's out on top. Schneider one dribble on the floor with Jaden Shishelsik. Quick reversal over to Borowski. 3 on the way, left wing a little long. Shishelsik clears. Reset for a second. Millman's picked up her pivot on the early drive and will get called for the travel. 17-8 DePere. Not quite halfway through the first half. Preble, as we mentioned, their only conference win coming against Manitowoc. They're off to a 1-2 start in conference, 1-4 overall. We'll see Smith on top over to Paplum. A little bit of trouble there. Gets up the ball with Abby Chadre. She gets into the lane, left-hand runner, no good. Preble with the board. Allie Barterbold clears. Drive, scoop shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Lets another one go from 12, no good, and Newland's clear. Left side push. Borowski over to Schneider on top. Jaden Shishelsik, step back 3. A little short, and that one's going to end up going over to Preble. McKenna Shishelsik stepping in for Borowski. Coach Boylo imploring a little more movement out on top. Get some side-top side action. DePere picking up full. 17-8 Redbirds. Closing in on 10 to play here in the first half. Elsie Smith would pull up. Looked like it may have been partially tipped. Rebound comes down to Abby Chadre, who lays it in. That is her first 2 of the game. Bjorgi with a nice fake. Leaves it off to Jaden Shishelsik for a 3. No good. Muleman's clears. Got it stripped, picked up by Preble. Andrea Butterbolt will bring it over. Elsie Smith over to Abby Chadre with a leaner. Excuse me, check that. Elena Paplin gets her first 2. And we're at 17-12 DePere. Millman's off the feed from Bjorgi, lets a long 3 go. Hits it 20-12 DePere, timeout. DePere, 30-second timeout. As we mentioned in the pregame, DePere off to a little bit of a slow start. They handled Oshkosh West easily at home to open up on November 20th and ran into a little bit of trouble down in excuse me, in Kelmarange Thanksgiving tournament. Ran into a very good Germantown team that was hitting shots from everywhere on the floor, and then followed that up with a tight overtime loss to Pewaukee the day after. But since then, DePere's really been unstoppable. They've ran off 4 straight with blowout wins over Sheboygan South and North, and also defeating Green Bay Southwest 77-53 here last Tuesday, and a tough game over at Pulaski, but they came away with a 55-43 win last Thursday, again over Pulaski. Up next for the Redbirds, they are on the road this coming Friday at Manitowoc. 9:33 to play, first half, 20-12 DePere. Preble with the ball half court. Butterbolt on top. Shadre over on the wing. Gave it to Baker. Drive middle. Turns it over. Millman's on a run out. And she lays it up and in. And we're going to have a really quick timeout, I believe. Check that. Not exactly sure what happened there. Anyways, we're going to have a stoppage and allow De Pere to get set in their full court. 22-12 De Pere. Claire Bjorgi applying some pressure. Tabby Shadre puts it on the floor, gets it taken away. Turnover Preble. Bjorgi on the push. Lays it off for Shishelsik. Got it and won. Nice dump off and control by McKenna Shishelsik. She lays it in. And she has 8. As De Pere doubles up on Preble right now. 24-12. And that falls on Andrea Butterbrot. Her first, team second. Borowski checks in. Lauren Schneider will grab a seat. And Shishelsik will look for the conventional three-point play opportunity, and she does convert. 25-12 De Pere. Full court pass to Andrea Butterbrot. To Baker on the left wing. Maneuvers out of that trap. Well, not quite. And turns it over as Millman's right spot. Full court lays it up and in. Now we will have a timeout by Preble as De Pere races out to a 15-point lead. This will be a 30-second timeout. For Preble, again 1-4 on the young season. They opened up with a very talented Hortonville team as their home opener, and they ran into really a buzzsaw as Hortonville has really put the hammer down on everyone so far this year. They then went over to West De Pere and came away with a tight loss there, and followed that up on that Saturday, November 27th, with a blowout loss to Notre Dame. Their first win came at Preble the following Friday, December 3rd, against Manitowoc Lincoln, and were competitive in the Southwest game last Thursday, but they ended up on a short end of a 64-50 score there. Again, Preble just looking to define themselves, as they really do not score a whole lot. And they're just looking for consistency from their starting five and kids off the bench to get some go-to scores. So have a little success here tonight, although it appears just from a talent standpoint, really matching 1 through 5. Very difficult for Preble. We're going to trap here in the corner, and we're going to have a tie-up. And that ball is going to stay here with De Pere. Elsie Smith, 5'6" junior, will be set out on top. Leah Butterbolt baseline. Drive is stopped, and she did step on the baseline. Going to be turnover Preble. Redbird basketball. Muleman's long three from the left wing comes up a little short. Gave it to Baker, clears. Andrea Butterbrot baseline drive, gives over to Elsie Smith, comes up short on that opportunity. Going to be De Pere basketball. Sophie Hafman checks in for De Pere, and Helena Paplin checks in for Preble. Bjorgi with the slow walk over half court. Newland's coming off of a couple of screens on top. Dribble drive, nothing happens there. Borowski top, thought about a three, nothing. Shishelsik, left wing over to Bjorgi on top. Little step back jump shot, rims in and out. Abby Chaudry clears for Preble. Very nice transition take there by Preble. As Andrea Butterbrot found Helena Paplin low and will be rewarded with a couple of free throws as Mielmans picks up her first, team second. Only 4 fouls called so far here in the first half in a very quick-moving first half. Paplin no good on that first attempt. Will get a second to close on that 15-point lead. She knocks down that second, collects her 3rd point of the game. Pere by 14, just under 7 to play here first half. Shelsik drive left hand, scoop right hand, no good. Cleared by Preble, Elsie Smith on the push. Left side, Andrea Butterbolt into the corner. Aaliyah Butterbolt, no good, and Shelsik clears. Left side, over to Bjorgi. Little stop and go hesitation. Defended well there, picks up her dribble, looking for some help. Moves it off to Shelsik on the right wing. Shelsik to Mielmans, top. Nice backup by Hafman, no good. But she does get fouled on the attempt.
Number 24, Andrea Butterbrot, her second, team's 3rd.
Andrea Butterbrot picks up her second, team's 3rd.
Shooting 2.
Sophie Hafman, the 6-foot sophomore, will get a couple of free throws here. 27-13 to Pere. And she knocks down the first.
Preble substitution number 21, Haley Novitsky.
Haley Novitsky, 5'9",
Replacing Aaliyah
junior,
Butterbrot.
steps in for Aaliyah Butterbrot, who did pick up her second. And she converts the second, 29-13 to Pere. 6 minutes to play here first half. Novitsky corner comes right. Tip pass to the wing. Andrea Butterbrot collects. Drives baseline, has that cut off. Aaron passer by Elsie Smith turns that over to Pere collects. Bjorgi on the push right side. Kicks to Hafman in the corner. Good intentions with the shot fake, but picked up her pivot foot. And that will be Pere turnover and Preble possession. 5.5, just under 5.5. Pere 29, Preble 13. Jordan Mielmans with 14 so far. And McKenna Shelsik with 9, leading the Redbirds. Haley Novitsky with the drive baseline, no good. Preble collects the rebound. Shot left side, Abby Chaudry, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. To Pere possession. Coach Boyle a little agitated there on the sideline. Seen a couple of dribble penetrations from the wing. I'm sure he'd like to see that corrected. Bjorgi long 3 on the way on the skip pass from Shelsik, knocks it down, and that is her 5th point. 4.5 to play here first half to Pere 32 and Preble 13. Paplin dribbles into a double team, quick reversal, and Andrea Butterbrot snaps off a 3 and knocks it down. Gives her 5 for the game so far, 32-16 to Pere. Hafman reverse pivot, drive hard right side, lays it in. On a nice reverse there, it gives her 4. Turnover, Preble Mielmans with the steal. Long pass ahead to Borowski, kicks Shelsik drive, Left side middle for the layup. Gives her 11. 36-16 to Pere. Get a quick double out on top. Elsie Smith with a long three, no good. Hafman collects. Bjorgi on the push, quick up to Muhlmans. Little trouble collecting that one, but that is knocked out by Preble. Alea Butterbrod comes back in with 2 fouls. Replaces Andrea Butterbrod. And Schneider checks in for the Pere. Replaces Hafman. Bjorgi to Muhlmans, lets off a long three, got it. 17 for her here in the first half, 39-16 to Pere, closing in on 3 to play here in the first half. Elsie Smith loses control. Muhlmans with almost an acrobatic save to keep that possession alive for the Pere, but she was not able to. Andrea Butterbro checks in. For Nowitzki, who gave them some good minutes.
Replacing Nowitzki.
Inbound Elsie Smith, back out on top to Paplin. Behind the back, gets into lane spin dribble. Up and no good. Gets her own rebound. Up with the left hand and converts. Nice work, nice effort by Paplin. 39-18 to Pere. That gives her 5 for the game. Schneider drive, baseline drive left, no good, cut off. Over to Shishelsik, then over to Bjorgi. Back over to Shishelsik. Borowski in the corner, Muhlmans on top. Lets another long three go, back rim, no good. Schneider rebound, dumps off Muhlmans, and we're going to have a jump ball right underneath the Redbird basket, and the Pere will retain possession.
Checking in for the Hornets. Replacing Chandre.
Hernandez in for Preble.
Substitution number 11, Olivia Cuss.
And Olivia Cuss checks in for
Replacing Bjorgi.
the Redbirds, in for Bjorgi. Cuss, the 5'7" junior, seeing her first action here in the first half. Borowski, a long two, just had her toe, had her right foot on the line. So that's only going to go down as a 2. That gives her 4 here in the first half, 41-18 to Pere. Schneider cut off, dribble drive. Dumped inside to Leah Butterbrod, who kicks it back out. Smith on the drive leaves it for Aaliyah Butterbrod. Paplin with the short baseline jump shot gives her 7, 41-20 to Pere. That time, Borowski had plenty of distance behind the three-point line as she knocks down a deep 3, gives her 7. Extends that to Pere, lead out to 24, 44-20 to Pere here in the first half. Butterbrod with some nice work inside, misses the left hand, and that one goes off of the Pere. To Pere sub, Bjorgi. And Lucy Musin gets her first action. Is going to step in for McKenna Shishelsik and Jordan Muhlmans.
And Shishelsik.
Preble on the inbound to Butterbrod, long 2 on the way. No good. Musin with the rebound. Bjorgi on the push. Middle lane, kicks to Schneider. Lets a 3 go. Preble clears on the miss. Hernandez lets a 3 go, comes up short to Pere clears. Musin looking for a little bit of help out on, Kuss looking for a little bit of help out on top to Bjorgi. Fake left goes up right. Nice baseline drive by Claire Bjorgi. Gives her 7. Long 3 on the way. Probably something not the coaching staff from Preble wanted. Paplin was long, giving De Pere an extra opportunity. Borowski dribble right down left baseline. Cut off to Bjorgi on top. Pass tipped away. Preble clears. 10 seconds to play. Smith down the, check that. Leah Broadbrook down the lane. Could not collect that ball, and she turns it over. Gives the ball back to De Pere with 3 seconds to play here in the first half. Bjorgi tries to snap one off from about 70. Unfortunately, that one was tipped. So we are here at halftime. De Pere 46, Green Bay Preble 20. We'll be back here in a couple of minutes. And we'll talk a little halftime, get some leading scores, and we will get to second half action. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone, here to the halftime. De Pere out in front, 46-20 over Preble. Leading scores here in the first half. First for the visiting Hornets of Green Bay Preble. Ava DeBaker had 4 right at her average. Aaliyah Butterbrot had 2. Andrea Butterbrot had 5. Abby Chadre had 2. And Helena Pavlin off the bench had 7. 20 total for Preble. For De Pere, in the first half, Shishelsik had 11. Really a nice uptick as she averages 7. Claire Bjorgi about halfway to her average. She had 7. Borowski with 7 as well. Jordan Muhlmans had 17. So pretty much on pace for her. And then Sophie Hafman chipped in with 4. That gives the Redbirds a total of 46. So certainly first half, Preble struggling a little bit with De Pere's pressure out on top and turning the ball over numerous times. Was really more surprised with Preble and how they were able to handle some of their half-court offense. They did get several opportunities where they penetrate to the glass. And De Pere was just kind of standing around a little bit watching the ball hit the floor, and Preble was able to corral some second shot opportunities. Certainly De Pere was off and running several times as they broke Preble into some timely turnovers, and that led to easy runouts for De Pere to extend to that 26-point lead here in the second half. De Pere sitting on top, the Fox River Classic, again at 4-0 here in the early season. Notre Dame at 3-0 and Bayport 2-0 to round out the top 3. Preble is 1-2 in conference and 1-4 overall. For the Redbirds, we've got Shishelsik, Bjorgi, Borowski, Hafman, and Muhlmans start the second half. And for Preble, we've got DeBaker, Elsie Smith, the Butterbroats, and Maggie Nicholson here in the second half. Andrea over to Aaliyah, comes up short. Borowski clears, tied up here underneath her basket, gets a dribble to clear it. Kicks it out to Borowski. Borowski on the handoff to Shishelsik, back to Borowski, long three on the way, no good. Hafman rebound, no good, collects her own, gets it taken away by Andrea Butterbrot. And Preble's ball half court. Nicholson with a long three, may have been tipped. De Pere clears. Bjorgi on the push. One hand pass over to Shishelsik. Borowski lines up 3 top of the circle. A little crooked on that one. Preble clears. Elsie Smith on the right wing push. Centers it on top. Ill-advised pass by Nicholson taken away. Muhlmans on the push. Uses that quickness. Reverse layup comes up a little bit short. Ava DeBaker clears for Preble. Push on top of Leah Butterbrot. Loses control of the ball. Tipped out. De Pere will stay Preble as they inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Andrea Butterbrot, quick turn, missed the left-hand chippy, and that one comes out to Borowski. Quick push to Shishelsik on the left wing. Bjorgi gets a screen from Borowski. Borowski over to Muhlmans, right wing. Nice back cut by Shishelsik. Missed Bjorgi, quick three, a little long. And that one comes over to Alea Butterbrot. 5'9" junior with the rebound. That ball is taken away by Bjorgi. Picks up her dribble under a little bit of duress. Gets over to Shishelsik. She clears. Right elbow jumper. Good by Shishelsik off the backboard. And we're going to have a quick timeout by Coach Boilo.
Timeout to Pere. This is a 30-second
That gives her 13 for the game as De Pere extends out to a 48-20 advantage. After tonight, Preble is in action this weekend with a couple of games down at the Cedarburg tournament with opponents yet to be determined both Friday and Saturday. After that, they do take a little bit of time off where they head over to Neenah to play a very good Neenah Rockets team on Thursday, December 30th with 7:30 tip. De Pere after tonight will head down I-43 to play Manitowoc in a 7 o'clock tip-off from Manitowoc Lincoln. And then are back in action at Fond du Lac on Tuesday against the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Preble turnover midcourt. Newmans collects. A couple of passes later, Bjorgi lays one in, and she's got 9, 50-20 to Pere as they go full court. And Preble with a near turnover, but a good collect there in the half court. Baker turns it over to Borowski, who clears the Bjorgi. Looking for a little room to penetrate. Right-hand scoop, no good. Hafman rebound. Check that. Lauren Schneider with the rebound and lays it in with the right hand. 52-20 to Pere. That is her first bucket of the game. Elsie Smith trying to break pressure. Bjorgi cuts her off and will pick up the foul. Remained fairly vertical, but may have guided her out of bounds, and the official thought otherwise. As Claire picks up her first, and that is De Pere's first here in the second half. Just under 15 to play. De Pere 52, Preble 30. Preble 20. Paplin looking for someone to distribute. Hex takes it down lane, right side. Right-hand scoop, no good. Shelsik picks up the rebound and then also goes to the floor, and the official calls travel, so it's going to be turnover Redbirds. Preble inbound underneath their own basket. The Baker runs right side off of a couple of screens, no good. Shelsik clears. Long inbounds up to Muhlman. Right hand to left hand. Borowski off of a little screen, slips that over to Shishelsik, no good. Newman's inside right turn, no good. Borowski with the rebound back out to Shishelsik. On top, Schneider loses her footing, turns it over. Preble collects. Paplum with the board, with the steal. Alea Butterbro tried to force that one in, and we're going to have turnover on Preble. Game kind of off to a little hectic start here in the second half, not very fluid at all, as De Pere tries to amp up some of their energy. Chelsea, quick snap pass in the Muhlmans, finds Bjorgi out on top. Nice backdoor cut by Muhlmans from Bjorgi. Great look. Muhlmans up to 19. Preble breaks the pressure. Butterbro with the left-hand opportunity that's sent out by Muhlmans. Nice recovery play, and Preble will inbound that underneath their own basket. 54-20 to Pere. 13 and a half to play here in the ball game. Leah Bird brought on the inbound, nice bounce pass over to Andrea, who lays it up and in, and that gives her 7 for the game. Borowski steps into a 3, knocks it down. That gives her 10 for the ball game. (57-22) De Pere to a 35-point lead. 13 even to play here in the second half. Butterbro skip pass over to Elsie Smith, left side looking for a little bit of help. Gonna have some De Pere subs here at the next whistle. Got a high post entry to Butterbrodt, who handed off to Smith, and now she's in a little bit of trouble. Butterbrodt in the corner, gives it up to Smith, and we're going to have a timeout by Preble. As Coach Sela sensed some trouble, and she will take a full timeout. Again, Preble trying to get things on track here, not only this season, but past couple of seasons they've struggled since they had a couple of real quality kids leave the program a couple of years ago, where again they were 20-5 during the 1920 season, where they lost to Kimberly in a sectional semifinal and finished second in conference. Again, Coach Lindsay Sela is looking just for more offense as they average coming in right now about 33 points per game. As they do not have a player in double figures from an average standpoint. And again, De Pere, the winner of 4 straight. Butler recruit Jordan Millmans, who's been nothing short of fantastic this year, averaging 25 points per game. Sophomore Claire Bjorgi averaging 16 after having a terrific freshman season. De Pere currently ranked number 7 in Division I. Ranking just came out today as they moved up from 9 last week. And today's performance probably will do nothing but help their cause if they want to make a march up those rankings. Preble and Bone, 12:30 to play here in the ball game. High post entry to Paplin, over to Smith, corner 3 on the way, no good. Butterbrodt rebound, lays it up and in. And that is Alea Butterbrodt with her 4th point. De Pere quickly on the push.
From the basket, Alea Butterbrodt.
Hafman had a good seal into the post. Muhlmans decided not to give it to her. Bjorgi with the backdoor cut to Muhlmans. Flashes mid-lane. And a very athletic right-hand finish for the 6-foot senior, who now is up to 21 in the ball game. Just under 12 to play here in the game. Again, some of those Preble defenders just getting caught looking like a moth gets drawn to light. So you do a better job in sealing off those back cuts. And we're going to have just a mid-lane pass that went awry. Turnover Preble.
Replacing Papelham.
Chaudhry checks in. Papelham will grab a seat. 11.5 here to play in the ball game. 59-24 De Pere. Preble kind of a soft man. Certainly want to limit some of those lane line drives. And just as we speak, there's a nice slip by Muhlmans off of the screen that she gave Bjorgi. Dialed that one up almost on cue. And Jordan has matched her number. She's at 23 for the evening. 61-24 De Pere. Smith picks up a dribble top. Throws it on the side. Chaudhry left elbow. Goes up left hand. And is fouled by Jane Shishelsik.
Record call number 2, Jane Shishelsik, her first.
That's her first. Team second.
Chaudhry at the line, shooting 2. Record substitutions, number 3,
Chaudhry.
Anderson. Number 4, Olivia Wall. Replacing Jaden Shishelsik and Melvins.
Kiki Anderson checks in, as does Olivia Wall, 5'5" senior. Chaudhry comes up a little short on that second attempt, cleared by De Pere. Kiki Anderson, quick direct over the wall on the right side. Bjorgi redirected on top. Elsie Smith is going to get called for a little too much body on that opportunity, and she picks up her first. That is Preble's first foul here in the second half. Bjorgi inbounding right over by the De Pere bench. In front of our public address announcer, Dan Van Straten. Bjorgi kicks the wall. Over to Hafman, over to Anderson, who now finds Bjorgi on the right-hand leaner. Finishes Under control, nice play off the window by the sophomore, and that gives her 11 for the game. Preble quickly in transition. Leah Butterbrodt with the long 2, I believe that is off. Elsie Smith lines up a 3 from the left circle and knocks it down, 63-28 to Pere, and that is her first bucket of the game. First varsity action here for Kiki Anderson, doing a nice job handling the ball out on top. And there's Hafman right side. Kicks Anderson, who lets loose with a long 2 and knocks down her first shot. Check that, Kiki Anderson, not Kiki. My apologies. That knocks down her first 2 in a varsity game. 65-28 to Pere. It's a little bit of a scramble there. Andrea Butterbrodt with a long 2, no good. Preble retains control. Leah Butterbrodt to Andrea Butterbrodt, and she picks up the foul. Down low, and she'll go to the line for a couple.
Foul number 3, Kiki Anderson, her first.
Kiki Anderson picks up her first, team third.
Butterbrodt shooting 2.
Andrea Butterbrodt at the line for a couple.
Checking in for the Hornets. Melmans,
Puss, Melmans, and Borowski in for De Pere. Bjorgi, Wall, and Schneider exit. Cleared by De Pere. Anderson on the push, looking for Mielmans over to Borowski top. Swings Kust. Drive up on top. Borowski in the corner to Mielmans. Paplin cuts off that drive by Mielmans. Switch out on top. Slip by Borowski. Tip inside, regains possession. This could be a long 3 by Hafman, who ends up with an air ball, and Bjorgi could not check that. Kuss could not maintain possession of that ball. Possession over to Preble. 8:30 to play. To Pere 65. Preble 29. Hafman, nice job cutting off that baseline drive. Mielmans likewise get a double underneath tip pass coming out to Andrea Butterbrodt, who lets a long 2 go and connects. 65-31. That gives Andrea 10, who's the leading scorer for Preble. Mielmans left wing, right hand finish. Really no answer for Preble when she gets the engine revved up. Abby Shadru with the right hand runner for the deuce. Quickly to Pere on the run out, and McKenna Shishelsik drive is cut off, but she does draw the foul. 67-33 to Pere. This is Leah Butterbrodt's second and Preble's second foul. Shishelsik back rims that first opportunity. Will get a second. And she converts after that one rattles around a little bit and in. 68-33, 14 for Shishelsik. Paplin high post turnaround, and the left-handed shot is pure. Gives her 9 for the game. Cuts into that lead down to 33. Shishelsik looking for some help, dumps it in the Mielmans. Long skip, Kust on the way with a long 3. Just about knocks it down. Hafman pulls down the rebound, goes back up strong and finishes. That gives her 6 for the game, 70-35 to Pere. Elsie Smith out on top. High post entry to Poplin. And she gets fouled. Olivia Cust with the hack. And that's her first team fourth. Bjorgi checks in for De Pere. And Hafman checks out. Preble will inbound by the shadow of the large Redbird head on the north end of the field house. Elsie Smith with the ball centered on top. Look to hit Poplin on top. They do that little handoff action. Smith no good, but the rebound does come down to Abby Chadre, who lays it up and in, and she's got 7. Muhlman's long 3 on the way, got it. 28 for the senior, 73-37 De Pere. Elsie Smith mid-lane drive leaves for Abby Chadre with a long jumper on. No good, cleared by Preble. A little bit of a scrum there just above the top of the key. Jump ball, and De Pere is going to hang on to it. Big time substitutes for De Pere. We've got Schneider, Anderson, Lucy Musin, and we will reset everyone. I believe Wall's going to check in, so we will reset once we throw the ball back in. 73-37. De Pere is running away with this one here in the second half. Again, to reset here in the second for the substitutes, Anderson, Olivia Wall. We will have Jaden Shishelsek, Lucy Musin, and Lauren Schneider will be on the floor once they break the huddle. De Pere will move to 6-2 after the clock hits 0 here tonight, and a perfect 5-0 in conference. Preble will drop to 1-5 and 1-3 in conference. As we are back to live action, Redbirds moving right to left from where I'm sitting, enjoying a 73-37 lead. Wall on the right wing centers it over to Anderson. Check that. Shishelsik leaves it to Lauren Schneider, who lets go a 3 and connects. 76-37 De Pere, and that gives her 5. Aaron pass out on top by Andrea Butterbrod. Mr. Brick with the quick hands there underneath the Preble basket to retrieve that errant ball. And we're back to action. Anderson doing a nice job holding her pivot foot, not having to travel. Great curl cut by Lucy Musin. Lauren Schneider found her on the curl. She does pick up a foul. Elsie Smith picks up her second. And Musin at the line for a couple. Hernandez in for Preble. And Novitsky will head out. Musin front rims second attempt. Abby Chadre with the second is picked by Anderson on top. Drives in, blocked by Hernandez. De Pere with a quick huddle and got a 1-4 flat set here. Nice slip by Schneider. On the inbound by Wall, she picks up a foul. Schneider will go to the line for a couple. That foul is on Andrea Butterbrod, her third, team's fourth. Schneider up to 7 on both conversions there. 78-37 to Pere, closing on 5 minutes to play here in the ball game. Anderson doing a nice job of harassing Smith out on top, gives up the ball to Andrea Butterbrot. Smith with a little too much emphasis on that pass, and Preble turns it over as it goes out of bounds. We are at a running clock now at 4:30 to play here in the ball game. 78-37 to Pere. Anderson over the timeline, finds Schneider. Jane Shishelsik in the corner, brings it up at the top of the key. KK Anderson with the little running right-hander down mid-lane gives her 4. Very nice drive and awareness to get that one up and over some of the taller defenders. 80-37 to Pere. Leah Butterbrot with a long 3 that's off the mark. Lucy Musin to Anderson up ahead to Jane Shishelsik, dumps it into Schneider.
Redbird substitution number 20, Elena Schritt.
We're going to have a turnover
Replacing Schneider.
on Pere.
Returning for the Hornets. Replacing Smith.
Elena Tripp checks in for the Redbirds. Lauren Schneider grabs a seat. KK Anderson with a nice job defensively, but she does pick one up here
Number 3, KK Anderson, her second.
mid lane as she picks up her second, team 5th.
Desser and Kampbauer checking in for the Hornets.
Ellie Kaufbar, a 5'5" junior, and Haley Dessert, a 5'5" junior, check in for Preble. Hernandez with the drive right side turns it over. 80-37 to Pere, closing in on 2 minutes to play here in the game. Ball right wing. Slips underneath. Beautiful pass to Elena Tripp from Wall, and she gets fouled on the attempt.
Number 10, Ellie Kampbauer, her first.
Kaufbar picks up her first, team 5th.
Tripp at the line, shooting 2.
Tripp gets a couple of shots here at the line, getting to the scorebook. 5'8" junior. Knocks down her first.
Z checking in for the Hornets.
Zieg, a 5'9" junior, checking in for Preble.
Along with Shevchuk.
And Kyla Shevchuk, a 5'5" sophomore, getting to see the floor here for the first time this evening. Just under 2 to play. De Pere 81, Preble 37. Rebound comes down to Preble. High post feed, tipped away by De Pere, and we've got a jump ball, and that possession will go over to De Pere. 125 and counting. De Pere 81, Preble 37. Anderson with another right-hand runner, comes up a little bit short. Long rebound, and Kaufbar collects. Dessart on the push. Anderson harassing her, and she will pick up another foul. Probably a little bit of contact there, but maybe with a minute to go, we might have been able to let that one go. And that's her third. Team 6 as we're closing in on 40 seconds here to play in the ball game. Olivia Wall creating a dead ball situation out there. Turnover Preble. Anderson on the push, up ahead to Musin. Long runner, lays it up and in. Great find from Anderson to Musin, who gets her first bucket of the game. 10 seconds here to Pere 83, Preble 37. And we've got a foul. I believe it's on Tripp. Yeah, Elena Tripp picks up her first. Shevchuk at the line for a couple. She knocks down the first attempt for her first points of the game. And a little bit short on that one. Front rim collected by Hernandez. Gives her two. And we just heard the buzzer go off. Pere comes out on top, 83-40. Really, the outcome never in doubt. A little slow to start with, but certainly once Pere got things rolling offensively, and they really did some good things defensively by creating some up-pressure tempo situations, which led to a lot of easy turnovers and runouts for baskets. Jordan Muehlman's with leading scorer with 28 tonight, as Pere again goes to 6-2 and a perfect 5-0 in conference. Again, for Pere, they head down to Manitowoc this Friday for a 7 o'clock tip at Manitowoc, and Preble has a couple of games at the Cedarburg tournament this Friday and Saturday. So for Mark Mino, thank you for tuning in tonight from Pere High School and Rod Kowalczyk Court. Once again, Pere runs away from Preble tonight. Final score of 83-40. We will see you next time when you tune in, and have a pleasant evening. Thank you.